Welcome back to the Crypto Market Updates channel, unfiltered, unrehearsed, and uncut. Today is the 24th of July, very early in the morning, 6 a.m., 10 after 6 a.m. Hope everybody had a good weekend. In today's podcast, I decided, well, this week I've wanted to start a slightly different format, which I hope is going to take shape. Let me just make sure that oh yeah, okay. So let me just talk briefly about that. I wanted to do something new with this live, not a podcast, but in order to kind of organize the morning lives, I figured I'm gonna come up with something new. So the idea today will be, so Mondays, I guess the aim is to have like weekly crypto news roundups. On Tuesdays, we'll jump into the market analysis of Bitcoin and top altcoins, do a little bit of that. Wednesdays, we'll have regulatory updates and impact on crypto. Thursday will be crypto project reviews, new and notable. So I'll go over a couple of, depending on the time, I try to keep the show, the live, under 30 minutes. So hopefully I can cover a couple of projects, depending on the time. And then on Fridays, community AMA, which is still up in the air because quite honestly there aren't too many live participants in the live feed just yet on the third week starting. So that's the idea, that's what's the plan. So for today, news roundup, let's have a look at the crypto market. At the moment, Bitcoin stands at 30K, Ethereum at 1.8. Everything's in red again, other than USDC. BNB 242. Tether is, sorry, not Tether, XRP at 73 cents. Cardano remaining at 31 cents. Solana at 24 cents. Sentiment is buy. Everybody's buying. And Polygon at 75 cents. Polkadot $5. Avalanche 13. Essentially, all the coins are kind of remaining within a certain range, which is not bad. That means, you know, nothing's dumping massively again. The coins seem to have reached a certain level and remain there. Hopefully that turns into support and we can move on from there. Total market cap stands at 1.2 trillion, 47 billion trading volume. That hasn't budged over the weekend basically, and 46% of Bitcoin dominance. Let's see what coin market cap says here. Oh, by the way, Radiant Capital, that is in the last video I talked about, that's the coin that Binance invested into, and that occurred sometime on the 23rd and the 20th, whatever it is, but that's the pump since the 7 days here. Yeah, here was the pump, and it's been pumping since. Keeps going up and up and up. Yeah. Coin market cap shows the same things as CoinGecko today. So that's good. It's good that these things are synced today. That's very important. Very important to have these things synced. Quick look at Bitcoin USD chart. Where are we here? On the daily, Bitcoin remains within the range of $31,200, $73, and $29,618. It hasn't broken through that. I guess I could draw this line a little bit more. Here's support 29,433 on the daily. So let's see if that continues, how it's going to proceed. Alrighty, so today an odd story from Canada, man. Canada with odd stories. Fake deliverymen targeting high net worth crypto investors to steal their coins, Canada police say. This happened somewhere in Vancouver. Apparently police departments in Richmond and Delta, both south of Vancouver, have issued statements warning of a series of break-and-enter incidents which appear to be linked to a noticeable modus operandi. According to law enforcement agencies, suspects have been gaining access to crypto investors' homes by posing as delivery people or some sort of person or authority. Once inside the home, the suspects forcibly obtain information that gives access to the homeowner's cryptocurrency accounts, presumably private keys or seed phrases. This story seems a bit odd. It means that these people, whoever they are, they would have to know who is holding massive amounts of crypto, and then they would have to figure out where they live, which means they would have to follow their their wallets. They would have to find out wallets, and that provided that these people have all their crypto set in on their wallets. And usually people with a lot of crypto don't keep their stuff on exchanges or in online wallets. You would probably have them in cold wallets or hard wallets to keep it safe. So how would anybody track you down to figure out where you live? So even so, if you were keeping all that stuff on the internet, you would still how would they be able to figure out? They would need to figure out where you live, your address, and all that stuff. So this story seems a bit off. The suspects appear to know the victims are heavily invested in cryptocurrency, know where they live, and are robbing them in their own homes. So it's probably their friends who are robbing them. Maybe this is even one incident. It doesn't really say how many, but yeah, it's an odd story. I think this is just fear-mongering, possibly. Canada's going through a very strange transition as a country, and there's a lot of weird things happening right now. So there is another hack though. AlphaPo, actually there are two hacks. AlphaPo hot wallets hacked for over 31 million in Bitcoin. Apparently, the funds have been reportedly taken on the Ethereum blockchain. The number of Bitcoin stolen remains uncertain. So the hackers stole $31 million worth of Bitcoin and then swapped them into Ethereum. According to on-chain sleuth Zach XBT, AlphaPo hot wallet hacked, over 31 million stolen, with reports suggesting up to 100 million. Hot wallet was hacked on Ethereum, Tron, and BTC. Stolen funds are swapped and distributed among various EOAs. Elo Trades, the poor bastard. I guess he was working on some project, and that also has been hacked. Elo Trades just posted a video 43 minutes ago explaining that he's been hacked, through Twitter. I guess the hackers started posting stuff on Twitter, and don't know exactly how that happened. He explains in the video, but right now the account is suspended, and Twitter took down all the links. Let me just check that. Okay, yeah, there's sound. Just checking there's sound, making sure there's sound. So yeah, that's what happened. So that sucks for him. But it just shows that you can't trust anything, and it's still very dangerous to have crypto. The crypto world is still a bit, shaky. If you are, by the way, not following me, then make sure to follow me on Twitter, Crypto Market Updates channel. Also, make sure to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any questions, suggestions, or comments. What's happening here? Terra Luna Classic proposal for a community-owned wallet officially passed. So last video I was talking about how some joker was talking about Luna Classic not having a community, or the community not being able to come to decisions and stuff. Proposal has been passed to start working, have the team working on the community-owned wallet, and create links to the Chrome and create Chrome and Firefox extensions and so on. Because right now Luna Classic doesn't really have a wallet of its own. There's Terra Station, and I guess they're trying to fix that up a little bit. Creating community-owned wallet, which will be managed by the Terra Luna Classic community through governance. Right now, Terra Station is kind of you can swap between the Terra and the Terra Classic community, or chains rather. And so this proposal aims at creating I guess a Luna Classic exclusive wallet, which can be used to submit governance proposals and so on and so forth. So that's cool. That's what's happening. Luna Classic right now, let's see what's the price for Luna Classic USDT. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 8, 6. Not great, not great, Luna Classic. Still in the dumpster. ADA, what's happening with ADA? ADA, Cardano's ecosystem set for a major boost as Mithril nears mainnet release. Mithril is on the brink of its mainnet release developed by IO Global. The tech firm behind much of Cardano's research. Mithril is set to tackle some of the biggest challenges in blockchain applications. Think of Cardano as a two-story building. The first floor of Cardano settlement layer is where the cryptocurrency ADA lives and where transactions are recorded. The second floor of Cardano computation layer is where the magic happens. It's where smart contracts computations take place. Mithril is like a new powerful tool that enables this building, named after a fictional name. Okay, who cares? In simple terms, as the number of participants in a blockchain increases, the complexity of operations also increases. Mithril addresses this by making the process of combining multiple signatures into one faster and more efficient without compromising security. This process is like a team of workers coming together to complete a task more quickly and efficiently than one worker could alone. So hopefully that should boost ADA's processing speed and transaction speed and all that stuff. So that's coming up sometime soon. But historically, all these upgrades lead to nothing more than actually a reversal. I guess there is a buy the rumors, sell the news. That's probably why it happened. So you see a pump in the value of the token and then a dump right after the news or the update actually comes out. Network rollup strategy also, that's another thing that's coming up. Network rollups. The sidechain project requires it. Cardano has rollups or a rollup strategy. So yeah, a Twitter user posted Cardano founders spoke about rollups or a rollup strategy twice this year in YouTube videos and asked further which projects he was specifically referring to in an AMI. ZK rollups release of Huskins hinted about the release of ZK rollups on Cardano, adding that a beautiful plan lies in wait. So that's what the plan is. Cardano advances layer 2 solutions. Particularly sidechains and off-chain solutions like ZK rollups, which run independently alongside the main blockchain. When that's coming, that is unclear. It's not really stated here. So Cardano remains Cardano, a strong project, but it's slow on the move. Sometimes I begin to get the feeling that it's just Charles working on the project on his own. That's why it's taking so long, but it's taking forever. 20 coins, massive token unlocks in the coming week. There was another massive unlock just recently for different things. Ethereum had its release unlock, which occurred just recently with I don't know how many millions of Ethereum. But nothing happened, really. It was just people ended up restaking all of that Ethereum. But in this list, Ribbon Finance, Mask Network, H2O DAO, Pin2 Token, Gate Token, Doge Chain, Breeder DAO, Ronin, Flow, Axelar, Apex, Yield, Guild Games, Redworks, Genoshi, Metaverse, Open Campus, Woo Network, Illuvium is the only one that I really know. SafePal. SafePal is the token for the hardware wallet, which is linked to that is posted below. If you want to check it out, if you are interested in purchasing one of the wallets, then go ahead and do that. That would be fantastic, of course. API 3, Gamium. So these are all the tokens that are having their unlocks. I have no idea what most of these tokens are, but just be on the lookout that there may be some dumpage happening pretty soon. Chainlink whales are on buying spree. Here is what caused it. There's a lot of talk about Chainlink recently. A lot of people are, I think, buying Chainlink, and so that may be something, an investment worth a second glance. Chainlink, if you haven't invested in Chainlink yet, has been generating substantial interest among heavy hitters on the market. Notably, one whale has recently made significant Link purchases, sparking renewed interest and speculation about Link's potential price performance in the foreseeable future. In a recent transaction, a whale spent 1,757 ST ETH, equivalent to 3.3 million, to buy a whopping 411,147 Link at an advantage price of $8, average price of $8.06. Right now, I think Link stands a little bit less than that. It's like, where's Link? $7. Chainlink, yeah, $7.95. So he's in the minus. Sorry, dude. He's in the minus. Nonetheless, Samuel has already shown interest in Chainlink, having spent 800,000 USDC to buy 65,000 Chainlink at 761 on July 20th. So I guess he's right now averaging. He's not in minus, he's averaging to whatever. But yeah, Chainlink, keep that on your radar, because there's a lot of talk about Chainlink. So might be something interesting to get into. Famous analyst draws attention to support resistance points in Bitcoin and Dogecoin. I haven't really looked at this, but on-chain data shows that 1.72 million BTC last moved within the 29.5 and 32 price pocket, representing a significant area of resistance. Yes, clearly that is what is happening. That's pretty much what we've been having here, 31 and a bit, 29 and a bit. Wait until it becomes support and expect fireworks when it does. Yeah, let's hope the fireworks explode. We're set up properly and they go flying up rather than down into crashing. Some good news, I guess. UK Financial Service Minister rejects treating crypto assets as gambling. It's not gambling, it's investment. That's good. Britain's Financial Services Minister Andrew Griffith has rejected the idea of treating crypto assets as a form of gambling. Although there are crypto projects that aim at gambling, that are specifically saying that they are a form of gambling. I mean, you can gamble with your crypto on these exchanges, not exchanges on these platforms. Britain's, okay. He argues that such a classification would not only put Britain at odds with global and EU regulations, but also fail to address the risks posed by the crypto sector. In a report released in May, Parliament's Treasury Secretary Committee suggested that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether should be regulated as gambling due to the significant risks they pose to consumers. However, Griffith firmly disagrees with this recommendation, asserting that it could lead consumers to mistakenly believe that investing in crypto is safer than it actually is. So it's actually worse than gambling. Fantastic, according to these guys. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Big week ahead. Here's what Bitcoin and altcoin traders should watch for in the news week. Every now and then there are like these price releases and whatnot. So that's what's happening this week. There's a bunch of stuff that's coming up. So something, I guess, all of these trigger either dumps or pumps or dumps on the market. Tuesday, July 25th, which is tomorrow, after the close, Microsoft, Google, and Visa will release the earning reports. Wednesday 26, after the close, Meta will release its earnings report. Fed interest rate decision will be announced. Fed Chairman Joe Powell will speak at the U.S. Federal Open Market Committee. The House of Representatives Final Service Committee, whose vote was delayed last week, will vote on cryptocurrency legislation. So that's what's going to happen on the 26th. On the 27th, European Central Bank monetary policy statement, Eurozone interest rate decision, US gross domestic product, initial jobless claims, European Central Bank press conference, Central Bank President Lagarde to speak. And then July 28th, US core personal consumer expenditures price index. Price indexes are going to be released. So that's what's coming up this next week. So expect some massive fluctuations. Maybe we'll see some serious moves in Bitcoin occurring over that duration of time. And of course, there's a lot of talk about XRP. Why XRP is poised to wildly outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. The recent ruling in favor, we know what happened. But they're saying, this article is apparently talking that XRP will outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum after 6 years of lagging. Unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum, which enjoyed record settings, new highs 2020, 2021, XRP has to reach beyond its 2017 peak, because basically it was, on the chopping block over the duration of the last bull run. So chances are people are hoping that it's going to run majorly right now. That's because in 2020, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission slapped Ripple with two of its top executives with a lawsuit alleging the sale of unregistered securities. That's what happened. Yeah, we all know that. I find Ripple problematic basically because of this. Ripple Labs is working on the development or supporting CBDCs, and right now Ripple teams up with research and development firm to run CBDC and crypto experiments. CBDCs are not a good thing, and Ripple seems to be in the forefront of the CBDC development. So having Ripple do that is not a good thing, basically, for reasons that I talked about in the past. If you're not sure why, I do have a quick video that is an outtake from another live that I had on why CBDCs are dangerous. So check that out on the channel to educate yourself a little bit more. In a new company blog post, Ripple says it will be collaborating with SuperHow, some place located in Latvia, to work on the archaeology project, tokenized securities and settlements infrastructure built on top of the XRP ledger. But CBDCs are not great. That means will be control and will be handed over to central banks in order to control finances, in order to control that currency. At any moment, they could take it away and freeze it, basically freeze assets of anybody who owns it. So that's not too great. Solana, however, Solana Labs rolls out Solang compiler to enhance Ethereum compatibility. Solang aids Ethereum virtual machine EVM developers in transitioning to the Solana ecosystem. So if you're a developer in this, through Solang, you'll be able now to move away from Ethereum and develop on Solana, which is, I guess, good. Maybe. It just means that it's gonna fuel the Solana ecosystem further, and possibly steal some of the developers, or possibly developers will be working on both. People have their preferences. Some prefer Ethereum, some prefer Solana. That's why it's hard to say, like when you hear Ethereum killer, there won't be any Ethereum killers. There'll be coexisting chains and people will have their preferences. Everybody's in a kind of boot camp of their own, or clique of their own. You got clans, you got the Ethereum clan and the Solana clan, and those who prefer Ethereum will be using these dApps on Ethereum, and those who prefer Solana, then they can use the same dApps on Solana, kind of like Apple and Android, I guess you could compare. So fear not, you'll get yours. And the last piece of, no, not the last one, second last one here, 78 what is that, $78 billion exits US banking system in 1 week as JP Morgan CEO issues alert on deposit flights. People are taking out their money, and 78 billion is a significant amount. So these must be big investors. Maybe they're putting that money, putting all that money into crypto. It doesn't say why, but there was a warning issued to investors. According to the Fed, 742 billion in deposits has left the banking system in the last year, as US banks now have a total of 17.28 trillion in deposits on their balance sheet. That all sounds fantastic, but banks are losing money. And finally, this is the final last article. US SEC starts reviewing several spot Bitcoin ETF, including BlackRock. This came out just yesterday, this article. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission has reportedly put 6 spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund applications under review, and those are from BlackRock, Fidelity, Digital Assets. Yeah, not exclusive, not only those, but I guess those are just the only two. I reported securities regulatory performance and knowledge of BlackRock, VanEck, Wisdom Tree, Fidelity, Digital Assets, Bitwise, and Invesco, all filed for, all of which filed to introduce a spot Bitcoin ETF in America. Now, is it one spot Bitcoin ETF? Yes, possibly, and it's probably something to do with the exchange that I mentioned in my previous. What is it? Let me just think quickly. Yes, EDMX exchange. Right, okay, here we go. This is it. That's the EDXM exchange, which is apparently an exchange that was invested into by BlackRock and others, and highly likely that it's these companies that invested into this exchange, and now they're seeking approval for an ETF, a spot ETF. So it would be a combined mission. All of these guys, maybe they're applying for the same ETF, which puts a lot more pressure on the SEC, and the likelihood of it being approved becomes higher. This exchange would be supported by those fellas, those companies only, and it would cater only to traditional financial markets, financial investors. It's not meant for retail investors. It's just aiming at financial investors, hedge funds, and so on. The big heavy loads, the whales of the traditional market. That's what this is aiming at. So yeah, that could happen. The ETFs may very well be passed, and the next bull run may be massive. If this ETF passes, then the next bull run may be so big that it's gonna entrench itself into every fiber of our existence. However, it is still pretty clear to me that a lot of people are still very clueless when it comes to cryptocurrencies. I just talked to my dad. Granted, he's an older man, but his generation are completely in the lost. He was telling me about his friend who was talking on the phone to people about cryptocurrencies. Who talks on the phone anymore? Nobody does talk on the phone. It's all email and chats and Zooms and all that stuff. Anyway, this is it for today's live. Make sure to smash up the likes, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below. It's all free. Support the channel, and I will see you in the next. I'll see you in. Let me just bring that up quickly here. Don't forget tomorrow, market analysis, Bitcoin and top altcoins. We're going to look at that a bit more, charts, and then Wednesday, regulatory updates and impact on crypto. Thursday, we'll be talking about crypto project reviews, new and notable, and so I'll go over a couple of projects that may be of significance, new projects. And Friday, community AMA. We'll see how that goes, because like I said, not a lot of live support here so far, sadly. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Bye-bye.